So let's talk colors, okay? Colors. I'm getting purple and I'm getting yellow. Purple is intuition. I'm getting high priestess energy. Luxury energy. You're too connected to what you want, like the finer things in life, your worldly stuff. You need to kind of take a look back at what you're spending your money on or your expectations versus your realities right now. And then I'm seeing yellow. Yellow is your happiness and excitement, right? It's the sun energy. It could be Leo energy. You could be dealing with the Leo. You could have Leo in your chart, but that's not what I'm getting. Something about Leo season could have been significant, okay? But more so that yellow energy is like what truly fulfills you, your happiness, right? So if we're combining the two colors, if we're talking about purple, your worldly matters, your luxury, the things that you spend your money on, or the things that you have in your mind that you want versus your reality of what you can afford right now. And then the yellow energy of your happiness, what fulfills you, I feel like the balance is off. If you're struggling with anxiety or you're struggling with insecurity right now, it's because you're wanting more than what you can currently obtain, than what you can currently honestly afford. Black. What about black? So there's a void in you. This is more so you're trying to substitute the things that you want, maybe because you never had them, or because you're trying to compete, or just trying to compare to yourself on where you feel like you should be right now, or what you should have right now, whether it's to be noticed, to be seen by a certain somebody or a certain group, or what do you call it, a certain status quo, right? The black is like it's a void you're trying to fill because you feel misplaced, and you're not misplaced. The only reason you're out of balance is because you're living above your means, or you're wanting to live up on your means. Doesn't mean you can't, okay? This is where we set goals. This is where we start observing the things that, if we had that specific thing, is it really going to fulfill me? Or is it going to look good and feel good because other people have it? Or because I'm going to be seen? So there's deeper questions that I'm seeing there. I feel like what you're trying to compare your happiness to right now, right, is not truly what's going to bring you happiness, joy, or success. That's not it. Comparisons. I'm hearing comparisons are easily done. You're trying to compare yourself to what others have, or where others. Now, this could just be others around you, or it's just you seeing nice shit and you're like, hey, I want that. But logically and rationally right now, you can't afford that. It doesn't mean that you can't. Maybe start putting some money away and say, you know what? Here in the next whatever, I'll be able to afford this. A little bit of money here and there. Maybe do it like that so you can help bring balance and alignment back into yourself, to where you don't feel like you're just failing at something. Because I feel like that black energy is also like failure or turmoil. I'm seeing the number 9. You need to release that. Release the control. Okay, just because you can't afford it right now don't mean you can't afford it later. Doesn't mean you're less than. It doesn't mean, none of that. It doesn't mean you can't even have it. Set a goal, make a plan, and align yourself with that plan. Show up to the plan. Don't put the time frame on when you should have this item or this thing because others have it, or because you really want it. Say, hey, I'm going to put this money here. I'm going to cut off spending money here, because there's something about that. Majestic orange. I don't know what a majestic orange is. Pumpkin. Okay. So majestic orange, they're trying to say with orange, it's kind of the same thing as yellow. It's excitement, it's joy, it's happiness. Orange is also your give me just a minute, let me grab something. It's your spiritual devotion, okay? Orange is it's like your youth-like, your childlike. I know that I can have it because I got God on my side. I know that I can, whatever. That orange energy, okay? Y'all, let me flip through here. But with it being majestic orange, it's like you feel like it's magically going to appear, or it's like saying, you know what, I want a Michael Kors, right? But no job and no income. But God's going to magically deliver it on a... Not to say that things like that don't happen. I just don't feel like that's the case here. Okay, well, what Michael Kors? You need to pinpoint it. Quit thinking things are going to magically appear without you putting in some type of effort or acknowledgement out there. Like, you need to know exactly, hey, I want a light blue Michael Kors mini purse, whatever. I don't know. I don't really carry purses like that. So with that majestic orange, it's saying, you can have the excitement that, oh, you're going to get everything that you want, okay? You're going to have it. But it's not going to happen in the time that you think it's going to happen. And it's going to come with you releasing the idea that you have to have it now. Okay? You need to go through some type of... Orange is also going through a spiritual detox. An emotional balance. I feel like you need to quit worrying more so about the material gain, this mundane, earthly pleasures, right? And things. And start, I'm hearing taboo. And start focusing more so on what will actually fill you spiritually. Just because you got the purse and you get to carry it around for a little bit, once you get it, are you still going to be, is it going to be that exciting, or would you rather go see the world or go on a trip and go see this? Something that can stick, right? It's like reevaluating the things that you want versus, is that ultimately going to fulfill me even when I get it? Right? Silver, which is the color of spirits, guides, angels. It's female energy. It's divine energy. There's something about your devotion, your spiritual devotion, or you needing to get back to your spiritual devotion. I feel like, again, it goes back to you wanting more of the material world rather than the spiritual world. They always say that that it's a chemical imbalance when you're depressed or you're going through something's off. And I don't believe that. I don't believe those terms. I believe it's a spiritual imbalance. When you lose sight of what matters most or who matters most, you start losing yourself in these worldly things, which start causing anxiety, which starts causing you to feel less than, which starts causing you to, it's things that you can't change because you're losing faith. You're not trusting the process or putting in the work because you're more focused on a time frame, which is also man-made. Or you're so focused on, there's so many different things. So it's not really a chemical imbalance. Of course, scientists would say that. But coming from a spiritualist, no. It's a spiritual imbalance. You're losing sight of what matters most. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening here with the colors that I'm channeling today. 5, I'm seeing the number 5. 5 is about change. It's also 1 after a foundation. So it's like a foundation and you still got that 1 pole. It's like something firm to stand on, something to get rooted on, a foundation. I'm hearing an itemized list, and then you have that 1 key thing. Okay, so now what do? I have the foundation. What am I going to build here? What am I going to plant here? So it's like having some type of game plan that you can consistently work with. Sorry, y'all, I'm so congested. There's something also about your... They said 5 can go either way. So 5 can be the stability. You got that one extra step, move forward, a leg up, or you can have a leg down. So 5 minus 1, which would be 4. You have stability, but no idea to go off of. And that's what they're saying. We don't have nothing to go off of. We have the foundation. We get what you want, you know, but how are you going to approach or manifest or direct these things in? Okay. So you need to have a game plan with what it is that you want or what it is you're trying to manifest in for you. Okay. But yeah, some of y'all just quit trying to live above your means right now. The focus needs to be on, do a vision board. What needs to be done now? How can I get from point A to point B without feeling overstimulated or anxious or like I'm behind or delayed? Because I feel like the want of something is really affecting something internally. And nothing is too, and Spirit wants me to remind you that nothing is too far out of your reach or your grasp. Nothing. Not a dang thing. You can have what it is you want, but you're going to have a plan to get there or to get it. And you can't think that everybody else is going to bring it in, because they're not. You're going to bring it to yourself. Caramel. I'm seeing like a silky caramel, which is really weird. Silky caramel. And I'm literally seeing like the Werthers. You know how they like drench the caramel and it comes out all squiggly and soft. See, it's something about the foundation, because they're saying it's like the foundation. You got to wait till it gets hard. You got to wait till something settles before you walk on that or walk in that. Let something settle and then start building the rest of the foundation, and then start building the walls or the whatever. But you have to let something dry first. Does that make sense? Y'all get what I'm saying? Remember, I'm just reading colors right now, okay? Okay, they said after you do that, then you will start seeing the excitement in something. Then you will start having the, almost like the urge to do something, or the go ahead to do something. It's back to that yellow color. Definitely fall season, because when I think about it, the colors that I'm calling out are definitely fall colors. So this is the season, yeah, pruning season. That's what they're saying, is now. Cutting some things out so you can bring in the wants. Because you're holding on to some things that are not serving you materialistically. It could be going out and eating too much, where you could be saving money, or buying random stuff that you don't really need, right? Okay. They want you to stay optimistic, though. Optimism is what's going to draw in these energies or these doors. It's going to open up these doors out of nowhere, because you're kind of cleansing things out, organizing your mind to where you're able to manifest and draw in the things that you want with the clear view, without it being all scattered, right? That black energy, so that it's not all scattered. And then you're able to recoup. And Spirit's able to understand what it is that you're pinpointing that you want, without the anxiety or the attachment to it. So it's visualizing it, releasing it, seeing what you can do here to bring it into fruition, and letting go of what no longer serves you. And it doesn't have to, it can be material things. I mean, it's material things. But it could be love too. But right now I'm getting material energy is what we're talking about. And then the excitement's going to arise, because it's like it's open up doorways or potential for something to get drawn in or come in, or because your thoughts and your energy is more aligned and filed. It's like a filing cabinet, right? It's more organized, where it's not everywhere. the anxiety and the anxiousness of when you need to have something or how it's going to come in and all of that. It's filed out. Yeah. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Okay. Let's pull one of these cards. See if we're on track. Y'all, I'm sorry. I am very congested. Y'all want to know how tapped in I am? Y'all see there's nothing other than the cards that I just drew? Guess what the card was that comes in? Honey, I don't need cards. I can read colors. I can read energies. I can read numbers. I can read a paper with nothing on it, okay? The card that comes out, Inner Desires. 6 + 1 is 7. Set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. Don't ever doubt y'all's intuition, ever. I just read colors that I pulled out of my mind. All right, y'all. I'm so sorry for the sniffling. I know that's probably annoying. 2, diving to new depths. There is a deeper meaning to what is happening. You might be looking at this from the surface and missing what is really going on. Take a moment to pause, breathe, allow yourself to dive deeper into what it is you're feeling about your current situation. This is literally what I just said. I'm surprising myself right now, y'all. We have surrounded by prosperity. Your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. Didn't I say, wasn't I talking about reality earlier, right? That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. And there's that yellow energy I was talking about, that excitement. And then there was orange on this one and then the blue. Listen, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to the gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desires, manifestations. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. Okay, so you can't listen when you have a racing mind. This is why everything needs to be organized and filed. Okay, so this is y'all's message. Bye.